Sure, why not?
Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is my friend Costa. And
hello everyone.
Yes, we're actually doing testing on the new 2020 48 10.1 software. So this is actually the first test loop I've done since the software came out. We've been a little busy.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, making our sanitizer. Let's see.
Making our special order for the company.
We have quite a few orders. It's Christmas time, so we've been pretty busy for our business. Our little business.
Little one.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we got a new hole setup. We got a new triple mount. So hopefully it's going to be a lot more stable. We have better audio. We have lavalier mics on both of us. So you should be able to hear both of us speaking pretty clearly now.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. So one thing I've noticed with the new software is it slows down on this narrow street. You can see all the cars parked, and it slows down under the actual speed limit, which is pretty cool. So this is the left turn that it's always struggled with. It has a tendency to just pull right out in front of cars. So we're going to see how it goes. So the turn signal behavior has been a lot better in this release. Clear on the right. Oh no, not clear. See? So it was about to pull out in front of a car. That car was going a bit fast, I think, but
yeah, maybe it should be kind of like, warning creeping out.
Yeah,
creeping
exactly
forward.
Like I've been saying. So it needs to have, because it was a blind turn. There's literally a fence with all these bushes to the left, and you can't see to the left. So it's literally a blind, unprotected intersection. So it was reacting to these cars crossing just now. Yeah, there needs to be some adjustment there. I think in the interim it should say creeping, and then we would have to acknowledge it with the accelerator like I've seen in Roundabouts. Mm-hmm. That could be a good way to fix the issue with the unprotected turn there. But it just pulls right out. Look at this car behind us. We're not going that slow, we're going the speed limit.
Yeah, but everybody goes faster here.
Yeah. Model X. That's a pretty combination. I like the silver and the dark wheels.
Yeah, it's cool looking.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we're going to be taking it into Midtown and by McKinley Park, where it's always struggled with going into the improper lane. So we'll be going on that turn. And one thing I noticed that was very interesting is the nav routing is different. It used to have me turn right on Alhambra. Now the nav routing is going straight through the intersection, which actually fixes the issue I was having with going in the improper parking lane. And I actually tested it and it was good. So hopefully it performs just as well. I didn't have anything recording because I had just pulled this whole thing down to get all of the new setup put in today. So what do you think of the impressions of this software, Casa? Because, you were with me the very first night, really, when it came out, and you remember how it was swerving down the road?
Yes, swerving. At least I noticed, I'm not, permanent in the car with you, but at least that's good feature that cars slowing down on the narrow roads. Mm-hmm. So it's more natural because we are drivers usually kind of like doing the same. If you don't know how to drive here, so if it's like narrow streets, usually slowing down.
Well, you remember we were both car sick, and I wasn't being dramatic, people. Like, we were both car sick from the very first night because the car was just
sweated.
Yes, he was covered in sweat. I was soaked on my car seat. Let's see how it's going to handle this. Here's a runner. Car doors. That was weird. It threw on the right signal really quick. Oh, now it's going to make me go right. That's so interesting. So it did pick the wrong lane. This is actually straight and to the right. The car behind me is not in the right-hand lane. Use accelerate. Oh. So it did pick the incorrect lane there. So again, it tried to turn. Did you notice? Did you feel it? Yeah, it turned on the right signal and it was kind of veering towards that parking lane again. I'm just going to report that because it's been an issue for a while. I didn't have to intervene because it did correct itself, but it wasn't very natural. Yeah, it's turning a lot better. It's so interesting. All the leaf piles, that was weird. All the leaf piles are showing up as green dots.
Yeah. So what usually green here?
What?
Oh, so what does it mean usually green here?
I guess I've seen potholes. I'm kind of thinking it's obstacles or objects or something. That's why it turns green. Maybe like soft objects are green and hard objects like it's gonna hit is red, because I've seen different color dots. And then if it's like a cone, it'll be like a bright red circle. But I haven't had to intervene once since I started driving, and it used to drive into that parking thing, that parking curb thing that was sticking out. Oh, that was interesting. It kind of like, I felt, do you feel the car kind of like go to the right a little bit when that bus passed by?
Yeah.
That was interesting. Waiting for our turn. It does a really good job knowing which car needs to go next, which is pretty cool. Like when we went to IKEA.
Yeah, especially on that intersection.
So interesting. Now it's telling us to tell us to proceed when it's ready. So I just tap the throttle to tell it to proceed. Oh, it was waiting for the truck. Now it's going. Ooh. That back tire got really close. Ooh, I-3. So let's see how it handles these roads here. Another roundabout and a lot of leaves. So this is where the car used to swerve around the road a lot. You remember when we were? Yeah, look at what it's doing.
Yeah, trying to adjust to the middle. Yeah.
Yeah, it's moving around a lot. No, it got way too close to that. Okay, so that was first intervention. It was starting to pass.
Do you need to report this?
Anytime you intervene,
it's ready.
Yeah, it automatically sends. So it drove through that leaf pile.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's definitely still having some issues driving down. So what it's doing is it's marking. You see how it's marking the leaves there, and it keeps putting additional yellow lines. So we got to our spot. So let's go ahead and continue to. What? It was this guy's birthday last night, so he's a little tired from partying all night.
Sure. Why not? Why not?
Well, I was there too, so.
Because I could.
Yeah. So all these stops coming up, they're unprotected, and it's pulled out in front of some cars before. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's still
struggling quite a bit. I'm just going to report this because it's just not natural. You see what's happening? You can see it's doing double yellow, like it's detecting the leaves, and it's pushing the car far to the right here. Oh, and look at that. It pulled out in front of a car. Pulled out in front of multiple cars. Just go. Just go.
Yeah.
Don't be pissed, car. That's... Yeah, so again, it's really struggling with unprotected intersections. Like, bad. Yeah.
It shouldn't be like this, I guess.
Yeah.
It's dangerous.
Yeah, I really feel like we need to tap the accelerator just like they're having us do for roundabouts now. Maybe tap the accelerator when it's unprotected. Like this is all protected, so I'm okay with letting it proceed. But on unprotected, like the one that's coming up, we should be able to confirm when it's safe or not. Maybe creep forward a little bit and then confirm something. I don't know how they're going to do that, but see, like we're so far back, we can't see. So now we're having to look because the car's pulling out.
Yeah, again with leaves.
Yeah, leaves. Left turn signal came on. I'm just going to report that just because it's having some issues with leaf detection.
Just yeah, but at least it corrected itself.
I mean, yeah, the only thing I did there was I tapped the accelerator because the pathing, it turned gray. It stopped. I think it hesitated for that pedestrian, but the pedestrian was not anywhere near the roadway. The pedestrian was on the sidewalk, and it pretty much came to a full
oh.
Okay.
And I think this girl, oh my god.
Yeah, probably scared her too. What was that all about? Did you hear that sound?
Yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't pretty, you guys.
And when this guy,
yeah, the pedestrian's looking out like,
what happened?
Is that the self-driving Tesla? I'm like, yes. I wish we had waypoints set up. That way it could just route us without having to keep turning it off. It's doing a good job with the pedestrian detection. See that? As soon as they start pathing out, there it goes blue. Why does it? Oh.
Stop. Took us another one.
Stop. Okay, so there is an issue here that the car, I'm hitting the accelerator. The car, what it did is it started to pull out into the intersection. Man. It pulled out into the intersection and then started reacting to the pedestrian as we were already out in J Street and there was cars coming from the right-hand side. So I tapped the accelerator because we needed to get through that intersection.
Yeah, we can't just stay there.
But yeah, we can't stay there. I think there needs to be a programming issue change there. It should have not moved from the intersection point and waited for that pedestrian and then gone, not creeped out and then stop in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, something like this.
Something different.
Yeah, something different for sure.
Shouldn't have done that.
They better know.
What?
They better know.
Oh, they know that I send all the videos that I'm doing with our commentary and like what we're experiencing. I send everything to Tesla. Okay, so again, it started accelerating out. I just intervened because there was actually cars coming from the left-hand side here. It can't just start pulling out in front of cars. You know, that's exactly what it keeps doing. Is it just keeps pulling out. It doesn't give us as, you know, drivers, passengers in the car, and other drivers confidence that we're going to stop because the car just like pulls out really quick. It may stop, but it will stop like out in the middle of the intersection every time that I've let it even remotely test that situation. So it's still not natural. There's definitely needs to be improvement on uncontrolled blind intersections for sure. Roundabouts are a lot better for me though. I mean,
yeah, much better.
I only had to intervene once. Yeah, he's been with me. I mean,
yeah, much better than, you know, regulated traffic intersections.
Yeah, he was with me. The car would literally, the line would draw straight through the center of them, like every single time for like 4 or 5 software builds, and then the last 2.
So that's interesting to try that in Auburn because it was
that ring.
Yeah, it was just ring marked.
Yeah, do you guys probably remember that video with the Skydio drone and we were driving through Auburn? He was actually sitting here with me, and on the street they had this big circle painted, and it was detecting it as
Detected
the bicyclist crossing. So see, it's good. It stopped at the front of the intersection there. It didn't pull out. It just waited.
Yeah. Should be kind of like the same techniques.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it still has issues with putting me in the lane that I wouldn't select. I wouldn't be always driving in the right-hand lane. I'd be driving in the left-hand lane because we actually make a left-hand turn up here. But what's happening is you can see it flicker now. It's flickering yellow. It's flickering yellow, which keeps telling the car, oh, you need to stay in the right because this is oncoming traffic. And as soon as the vision sees it's white, it changes color. See? Mm-hmm. Yellow.
Yeah.
All yellow because it's detecting the leaves. There may need to be map data overlays to fix this stuff. So sad seeing all these outdoor setups and everything has to be closed now, you know? It's just really sad. I mean, I haven't been dining. I haven't been to a restaurant forever anyway with all this stuff.
Yeah, it's with this COVID, it's not kind of like holiday time.
Yeah, it's different
at all. What it was?
I don't know what that was. The turn signal just like flicked on and turned back off. I mean, it's a lot better, you know, it's not steering so hard, you know. Now, we did have a weird situation happen when we were with Mark. We were behind a bus, and the car kept trying to go around it, and it's not doing that in this release. So maybe they fixed that strange behavior.
Yeah, it's pretty the same situation with this truck.
The same situation that we experienced in Midtown, but this time it's not trying to put us around the truck like it did into other cars. It was the weirdest thing. Like, it was trying to turn into a car next to us to get around this bus. So it looks like they fixed that pathing logic. Now it's not trying to like turn into other cars to overtake that, which is good. But again, I still wouldn't be just driving down the center lane. I would actually be left. We're half mile from our turn. So it stopped for that yellow pretty good. Last release, it was pretty much running every single yellow light.
Yeah. Again, yeah.
There goes the random turn signal again. Like, it's like the car wants to go to the left, and then it's like, no.
No. Yeah, no.
No. So again, look at the pedestrian just crossing the road.
Oh,
look what it's trying to do. It was trying to swerve around it. That's just weird. Like, I would have just waited at the light until I saw the pedestrian cross. Maybe creep out a little bit, but not try to like go to the left lane to swerve around the pedestrian. That was just a weird. And the pedestrian was in the crosswalk. I mean, I know we had the green light, but pedestrian was in the crosswalk. They weren't jaywalking. So there is some construction up here. It's going to be interesting to see how it's going to handle all this. I think one time it was driving, there was a car trying to merge over. Car didn't even really acknowledge the car, and it just kept staying the same speed instead of like trying to let the car come in. So the steering wheel just did a quick little swerve around there. There was a adjustment, I guess I should say. There was a cone. The bottom of a cone was down there. Random turn signal again. It does need to move over though. Okay. It kept flicking. It kept changing yellow.
Oh.
Ooh.
Why is this?
I don't know. I don't know.
Oh, now it would be interesting.
Oh man, it just accelerated. It just went in front of.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. That was crazy, you guys. That was crazy. What is it doing? It just like totally cut this car off. This one right here. This little.
Yeah. This,
Whoa! What the?
And now.
Whoa! It almost tried to crash us into those
parked car.
What? It's because it's this line on the road. Oh! What the?
Maybe we just need to reboot the system. I don't know.
No.
Something.
I've restarted the car multiple times. So it's.
So for 1 minute, we already got, I don't know, 10 mistakes for sure.
Yeah, this was really rough, you guys.
It was so smooth at the beginning, actually.
What the?
Oh my.
Yeah, it just cut off a car, and they just honked at us. Well, it didn't cut it off, but they're just honking at us like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, you guys are drunk or something.
Yeah,
they were trying to.
It's driving like crazy. They honked at us.
Yeah, because I think they think, oh my god, they're.
Yeah,
creepy
and
guys.
this is what I try to tell. I try to say that, like when we're doing these videos, people are like, "Oh no, you're overreacting." You have no idea. Like the car's doing all kinds of crazy stuff sometimes, and I try not to drive around too much traffic because it can be kind of crazy, and you heard the car honking.
No, it was smooth at the beginning. It was just like everything was good, but now just on 1 minute, it was just mistake by mistake. Like. Bam, 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 that's it.
Yeah.
Like, the car was telling, oh, okay, I'm tired, so you can just, like...
Yeah, oh, I'm tired, I'm gonna take a nap.
Yeah, take a nap.
I wish it would say that. So, good here, because every time we've done this little test loop, I've always been in the left-hand lane, and it's always wanted to drive straight into that turn, those pylons. But at least we're in the correct lane this time. That was wild. I hope it picked up the honking on the audio. Here's where it was doing a lot of swerving, remember? Right through here.
Yeah.
Oh. Let's see. Hear the music, you guys? From that motorcycle. So normally I'm listening to music. We're always listening to music, but because YouTube, copyright, and all that stuff, it's just quiet. That was crazy, turning into that car. And then all that beeping, like the car was just tripping out. I think it was having trouble with all that construction cones on the right.
Yeah, it's hard to say what it was doing.
I don't know, because, Tesla doesn't tell us anything. We basically just get, here's a new update coming. Sometimes they'll say there's improvements on something, but the last 2 or 3 releases, it hasn't said anything. It's just been, oh, you're getting a new update. So it's turning on the turn signal. Oh, that's that closed road, remember?
Oh, yeah.
Now we're just doing the whole loop. Now, what's going to happen is right up here there was a closed road, and the car wants to turn right. I'm not going to attempt it because it just doesn't work correctly. We're just going to route back because it doesn't read, like, here's the sign right here, road closed, no right turn. But the car is not recognizing any kind of signs like that at the moment. So like us as drivers, we would see it, oh, we can't turn there. the car does not have any recognition for any kind of temporary signs like that. Like that road closed sign. It just doesn't recognize it.
At least for now.
Yeah, at least for now. I'm going to assume they're going to improve on that.
So I think it should stop already.
Yeah, I think it should have stopped, but the pedestrian didn't step foot into the street, so maybe that's why it didn't react. There was a pedestrian on the right-hand side. Hopefully it was on the video, but... Oh my gosh. It just swerved into that car.
That's the guys that hung on us. No,
I don't know. I hope it wasn't. Oh my gosh, they're going to think we're crazy. But hopefully, if they see out the cameras, they'll probably know something is up with us.
I think that's the same car.
Was it the same car? I don't know.
I think they're trying to accelerate, and no.
Get away from us. Just get away from us.
We don't want to deal with them anymore.
Let's see how it handles this. Like delivery truck with cones.
It's good.
Yeah, it was fine. I could feel the steering wheel kind of do a little like spastic kind of like jerk, but like it wanted to kind of like go around him, but
it was good.
A little hesitant, but it proceeded. I mean, it's a lot better than it was. So this is an all-way stop. So
safe for us.
Safe for us. This one I don't believe is a... Oh, we don't have a stop here. I don't remember. We'll just have to pay attention to the signs. Yeah, here's an all-way stop. So this particular turn, it's always gotten really close. I think I've had to intervene nearly every time. It doesn't go out far enough. And now there's a leaf pile. Let's see what happens. It just drove through the leaf pile. Yeah, it struggles. I don't know why. It's like that one turn every single time. It doesn't go wide. It just cuts over. Thankfully, there was a leaf pile there, or it probably would have tried to go on the curb again there. I don't like how it did that, but at least it wasn't as bad as when we were at IKEA. What the?
Without even turn signals.
No turn signal. The car just swerved into the left-hand lane. Thankfully, the car was turning. Again, it was just like what happened at IKEA. Wow. It just was trying to swerve us in the right. Did you see that? I mean, it's a drivable lane, but... Oh, what is it doing?
Kind of like letting the bus go.
A lot of interventions just now. This was actually kind of rough. Yeah?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. A little bit. Car door. Yeah, detected, so it went around. That's good. At least I caught that on video. It would have been nice if there was an oncoming car and it was a narrower lane, like McKinley Park yesterday from my front camera. This one, it's never turned well here. I think I've even cut the video out here because it's so rough. Oh, yeah, no. It's like it just wants to take us into those things for some reason. Oh,
bicycle!
What the?
Like
it was trying to kill that guy.
Yeah,
like the car just went directly into that bicycle.
It's like, no, we need to hit them.
Oh, yeah, let's hit them. 10 points.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, now my heart's going. At least we're at the end. That was rough.
So maybe today the car is just not in the mood, maybe?
They had too much fun partying last night for your birthday. That's probably what it was.
Maybe.
Again, look what it's trying to do. It's trying to turn us left. You can see clearly on the screen.
Yeah, it's straight.
And it always wants to turn left here. I have to disengage every single time. There's been not one build that it's correctly driven down any of these streets. Folsom Boulevard, J Street, M Street. Every time it always wants to make a left-hand turn on every one of the streets over here. Like M, J, H is the only one that it drives correctly down, but M and J Street and Folsom always wants to make a left-hand turn every single time. It's very frustrating because I haven't seen any improvement in that from build 1 until I guess we're on build 7. And this is not me complaining. I'm just critical because they're not fixing it. It's frustrating because I bring it up in every single release. That was a really rough drive today. Yeah. I don't know if it's because it's cloudy weather. Maybe the few times we've driven there's been a lot more sun. Maybe sunlight's affecting it.
But weather is pretty good today.
Yeah, it's not raining.
Yeah, it's not raining. Like it's not raining. It's not wet.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna. You know, it came out. This software came out a few days ago, and it was raining. There was no way I was gonna try this out with all the rain happening, because you know the roads are slippery, and if the car did something dramatic, I don't want it to be uncontrollable. You know. So another thing that's always struggled with is left-hand turn onto 51st Street. It just doesn't do it. So here we're in the right-hand lane. It should have moved over already. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's never gone well here. I've usually just disengaged and just gone straight because it never works here. And I don't know why.
Yeah, it's kind of like it's pretty.
Yeah, the center lane is a two-way turn lane, so you can turn left or right in that center turn lane. So the car should have moved over and gone into that, but it like doesn't want to cross those double yellow line for some reason, and then wait till last minute, and then it's not confident enough. So then it kind of hesitates, and you know all the cars are piling up behind us. Anyway, what did you think about that? That was rough, right?
It was rough, but with some improvements.
Yeah, Roundabouts is a big improvement, but yeah, it wasn't going to slow down there. But that was rough. I'm not going to lie. Anyway, signing off for now.